Power 105.3. It's Otis. Excited to have one of my favorite bands, Shinedown. I got really into you guys when Second Chance was exploding. That was a huge song for y'all. And now you're back at Pop Radio with this Symptom of Being Human. You've had 4 #1 singles off this album. But I think the cooler stat that I just found out about
Here we go. Let's get it.
is that you have the most #1 songs in rock history. Is that true?
And the Billboard chart.
Billboard
yeah.
chart. That's an incredible. I mean, to think of rock history, right?
Yeah, but you got to be
Feels
careful.
fake.
Yeah, yeah, it feels fake.
Right?
Like
Feels fake.
the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Metallica,
That's what I'm saying.
Shinedown. Like what?
I call it monopoly money because like it feels really good to walk around with in your pocket, but then when you go to try to spend it, it's still not real money. It's like I say that all the time. Like people go, "You have more #1s than Tom Petty." I'm like, "Yeah, but he's Tom Petty and I'm not." So
You know what I mean?
you know what I mean? Yeah, it's very strange.
As
but it's-
self-deprecating
it's-
as possible.
Yeah,
Tom Petty is
it's still the biggest honor ever to say you have more #1s than anyone in the world on a Billboard chart. Because when you were younger, the Billboard chart was everything.
yeah.
So to say that you got 23 like it's unbelievable.
But to think of where you're at now and how much you still have to go,
That's the whole point.
We're just
you're
getting
gonna
started.
be- like you say, Tom Petty, that's gonna be Shinedown's gonna be the name that my kids are saying. Like, man, my dad used to listen to Shinedown, and that band was incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we keep it. Man, we try to keep it full 100. We're proud of the last 20 years, but it's about what are we doing today and tomorrow, and what's the next 20 look like.
Absolutely.
So there's always an evolution with us.
Absolutely, and the things you guys are doing for your fans, and it's Mental Health Awareness Month. So what a
They do a
song-
lot for us too. Just so
Yeah.
you know, they've allowed us to be put on this platform that we take very seriously.
Absolutely. Symptom of Being Human just resonates to a deep soul level, I'm sure, to these fans. I know just me listening to it and the battles I've been through, I can hear myself in the words of the walls are burning down. You know, you just feel like you're not supposed to be in this place.
Yeah, but it's a song that is supposed to remind you that we're all a work in progress. I mean, that's part of being alive. And I mean, just being on the journey itself is part of the battle sometimes, where you're always going to have different obstacles presented to you in your journey. And it was a song that happened pretty quickly when we wrote it. And I think that I think it was a very necessary song for us at the time that we wrote it. We wrote it in the midst of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
But look, I mean, I think that in the age of, you know, where we are now with social media and the awareness of everything, and that there's platforms everywhere and everybody has a sounding board. You know, we have, you know, kids, you know, we have sons. Mine's 16. His are younger than mine. But, and Barry has a daughter. We try to, at least from where because my son has social media, we allow him to have it. But we have to make sure that he understands that he's in control of the device. The device doesn't need to be in control of him. So when you have a song like Symptom, the response that we've gotten from people is just that the song is almost like a reset for them, to remind them that, listen, yeah, it's going to be okay. It's not always going to be perfect, but
Right.
if everything was smooth all the time, you know, you got to do hard things. You got to get uncomfortable. But I think that people just resonate with the song because they find themselves in it.
Absolutely. Is there a fan story that stands out to you? Maybe not even just this song, but as you've toured, as you've gone across the country, that stands out to you that really kind of resonated with you when you hear it back from a fan, and how they connected to a song or a moment with you guys?
I mean, I don't know if there's to me, like being in front of them on stage playing this song in particular is a moment. Like every single night that we play it, I would, you know, we had this elongated stage that was pretty much in the round, and so you're surrounded by fans. It's not just one row of the first row; like the whole place feels like the first row.
That's amazing.
So you're noticing all these people go through this song, watching the band that they love play it in front of them in real time, and you get to share it with them. And there was nights where like I'm losing it on stage just because I know that I got things that I'm going through, and I know that this person's going through something completely different, but the intersection of that is music, and the intersection of that is lyrics. So to me, like that's, again, everybody talks about how beautiful music is, but the fact that two people can be going through two different things and meet in the middle of this song, and you know, I don't know what I don't know what the reason they're crying for is.
Yeah.
I know the reason why I am, in front of 15,000 people. But like, I don't know why they are, but we met in the middle there. So to me, like, the story is when you see these people go through it live. I always say we have the best job in the world, because you could say an actor or you could say somebody, but to me, an actor makes the movie and then walks away. They don't get to be in every theater in the world
and see
it. Like, we get to watch what something that we wrote in a 20 by 20 room does in real time.
And it resonates at different times. The beauty about songs in general is that they can evolve for the listener over time too. Things that when you were younger and a teenager, certain songs that you have a meaning when you're younger, as opposed to like when you get older, it can mean something different. So there's always an evolution. I know we talk about that a lot, but that's really the beauty of music. There's no other art form that I know of where, a song is written, it's recorded, and then it's presented, but you play it every night. Yeah, you want to try to play it to the best of your ability, the way that you recorded it, but there's ebb and flow, and then there's different ways of playing it. A lot of times, like, we're known as this quote-unquote rock band, but rock and roll is really a spirit. It's more of a community than anything. It's not just a genre of music. So a lot of times when we're writing a song, we're writing it, the lyric and the melody is a focal point. So a lot of it is written on an acoustic and sometimes a piano. So you can always transpose it after, you take all the bells and whistles off of it and strip it back down. Can you still present it in a very real, organic form and just cut to the core of what it's about? We can doll it up and put all the fancy stuff on it, make it sound big, but when you can strip it back down, it just has different lives.
Absolutely. And music is a universal language. I mean, you pretty much said it. Like, it was my every emotion growing up. It's why I'm tattooed with music all over my body, because every emotion that I've had, there's some sort of song or moment that I've had is some sort of song attached to it, and that's what's incredible. Plus, you guys are using real instrumentation nowadays, which isn't happening in a lot of music.
We also started writing songs because it's cheaper than therapy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Therapy's expensive these days.
You also created a hot sauce that goes along with the song. I've heard Symptom Chipotle Garlic.
Yes, it's weird. I've never heard somebody say that to go along with the
that
song.
segue.
Yes, you're right. That's actually correct. To go along with the song.
You were thinking, you know what? This is a great emotional song. You know what would go great
Let's
with
make
this?
people cry in a different way.
Yeah.
No, it's honestly like,
let's burn their palate.
We don't, there's so many hot sauces out there that are hot to hurt you. And we were like, man, Barry, our drummer, is him and I have been cooking our whole lives, him even longer than I have, and he loves hot sauce. He makes his own sauce every day. He'll make his own hot sauce. So when this got started and brought to us, we knew it was gonna be him that did it. And it was like, it wasn't, what we're proud of too is it wasn't like, hey, here's 5 hot sauces that we've already made, we'll put your label on one of these. Like, we did this from the ground up. Nice. And mostly Barry by we. And so he would, he's got
crazy flavor profiles that he went through with it.
He's got probably 100 bottles at his house where he's like, all right, a little bit more of 2 and a little bit less of 6, and I can taste the cayenne and this one. Can you bring that down?
That's amazing.
So it was cool really a project from the beginning, and we got 2 more coming out this year. So
I love it. Did you guys bring any? Because I was
gonna.
I have.
Yes, we did.
Legit have had a 3 Doors Down autographed bottle for quite some time, and now I need a Shinedown.
I didn't know 3 Doors Down bastards. I didn't know that.
I don't know if it still exists, but I have a bottle of their hot sauce.
I wouldn't try it if it's been that long.
I was going to say.
I'm not going to try it.
I think we do. We do. We have hot sauce. Yes, good. All right.
Okay.
Right. There you go.
Have it confirmed. I love it.
But now we know that we need to start bringing
any other realms of merch or, food or anything that you've considered, or is this kind of a first jump into like that realm?
I think this is the
Barry
first
also owns
step,
a coffee company.
Yeah, Barry owns a coffee
cool.
company called Spartan Brews. So, yeah, I think we'll kind of venture out. Barry and I love being creative with food, and I started a thing called ST Limited during COVID with Shinedown stuff that was like basically lifestyle Shinedown merch and athletic Shinedown merch, and it doesn't say Shinedown anywhere on it. So this was actually a real merch item, but we did the ST Limited thing, and it was just something that was really cool and sold amazingly. So we'll probably bring that back out at some point. I mean, it's being creative in any form or facet to me is where I'm honestly, as I get older, I felt like I had like a lull in my early 30s of laziness when it came to creativity, and now I'm just like, I want to create in every way I can in any way I can. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the creative brain. We can't
Yeah,
stop
absolutely.
it.
We can't stop doing it no
Most
matter
of we
what it
can't
is.
sleep
Hot
because of it.
sauce or clothes or music or whatever.
All right, let's go into your music. 2 albums that you couldn't live without.
I just did this for Spin Magazine, so I'm going to take 2 of those 5. Number 1 is going to be my all-time favorite, which is Joshua Tree.
Oof.
And then I think number 2, I'm going to go Arrested Development. 3
just
months,
met
yeah.
that guy the other day.
Yeah, he's from here.
Yeah.
They're from here,
He
yeah.
popped in out of
What
nowhere.
guy?
I'm blanking on his name.
Man,
Lead
Man,
hold on.
trivia.
singer. Right.
Hold on.
Take me to another.
Yes, I know his name. She says it in the song, too.
We're gonna look that. We're gonna Google.
We'll have to look that up.
It's gonna bother us.
I'm
Both.
sorry.
I should have known it because I just shook his hand. Like,
Man,
3 weeks
I
ago.
love that record so much. I've used this like Grailed to buy a bunch of like vintage clothes and stuff like that, and
Okay.
I've bought like a bunch of vintage old like country shirts on there and stuff. And I've been looking for an Arrested Development shirt, and like the cheapest one on there is like $400.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they didn't make a lot of merch, I guess, back in the day.
value.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
I guess, man. My God. Only 2?
Sure. Or you can go. 3,
No,
4.
I mean if you did 2, I'll do
I
2.
did too. Keep it at 2.
Okay. Soundgarden, Super Unknown.
Yes.
Just out of the gate, and anything with Otis Redding.
Oof. All right. Of course, I like Otis Redding. It's
Yeah.
my name too.
Yeah, dude. Not a lot of artists named Otis, dude.
You brought up Petty earlier. That's
Yeah.
one that I would definitely put on my list of.
Yeah, let me ask you
tops.
this thing, because this has been a big discussion amongst my friend group lately. What do
On
you
the female side, though, I got to say Amy Winehouse.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
top 3 American rock bands?
Ooh.
It's tough when you say
American.
specifically American.
Yeah. Don't say us.
Yeah.
Linkin Park
Okay.
Okay.
for me.
Wasn't expecting that.
No. There's something about Linkin Park.
Nothing but bangers.
Well, dude, there's
Nothing
not a
but
bad,
bangers.
There's not a bad song. Even I was listening to
I don't know.
that was listening to their very last record the
I'm
other
cautious
day.
of this because I'm gonna forget somebody that's incredible.
You will. What? Guaranteed.
That's
you will.
okay.
That's
but
okay.
it's just like off the cuff.
You
it's a good question.
guaranteed you will.
Rock
Yeah.
band. So Petty.
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
That's
100%.
2. What did you
two.
say? 5?
3.
3? Okay. That's
Maybe
think hard.
Motley Crue.
Okay.
Okay. What about on the female side?
Rock.
There's a lot.
Melissa Etheridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
That's
dig
what
it.
my stepdad
Dude,
used to. He
I
played
dig
it
it.
on vinyl.
Sleeper rocker, dude. One
Yeah.
of the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Paramore. Only because
Paramore.
I watched the last 2 nights and
Evanescence.
I
like
watched it
Evanescence.
too.
dude, she's just
Funny enough, we were
crushing
in the
that,
car. We were
man.
in the car the other day with my kids.
4 nights in Paris, Taylor Swift and Paramore opening.
Stadiums.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, she sounds in her best form, Haley Williams, like right now. I didn't realize like how talented she really is.
She's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
We were in the car yesterday, and the day before we were in the car, we listened to music. And anytime Ain't It Fun comes on, I will dance my ass off.
Full on concert.
Yeah.
Whether someone's in the car or not. And I mean dancing.
That's a
Don't
great
care who sees me.
Yeah.
So it came on with my kids in the car that I was like, hey, the only rule is when this song comes on, you have to dance. So the next day we get in the car, and my middle son, Avery, was like, Dada, who's that girl? The girl song. Who's the girl song? I go, buddy, I listen to 1,000
Yeah.
girl singers. Like, I don't know which one you're talking about. He goes, the one you asked was Taylor, if it was Taylor Swift? And he goes, yeah. And I still couldn't remember who. And he goes, she has orange hair. I go, oh, Paramore. So
There you
now
go.
Avery, in the last 48 hours, obsessed with Paramore.
That's great.
To go back to my question, for me, I'm going to say it's tough. Petty, number 1. Leonard Skinner.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey, man.
Aerosmith. That's my top.
Oh,
three.
I missed Aerosmith. I
Told
told
you you're gonna when you say American specifically, you're always gonna miss. You miss like
Aerosmith. Would go
yeah. You
way
miss
up
all the time. You're like, oh yeah, I forgot about this band. I forgot about this band.
Yeah, I mean, I got his autograph on a guitar when he was on
Yeah.
American Idol.
Yeah, dude.
that was a cool era for me,
Yes.
Steven Tyler. All right, since we talked about Paramore, not that that's an odd one, but like, what's something on your playlist that may shock your fans or be like, oh really?
On
Britney
mine?
Spears?
Oh,
Yeah, something
everything
like
on my playlist.
Yeah,
would
his
shock
is
our
his
fans.
is fast.
I don't listen to rock music very often. I mean, I'm listening a lot of singer-songwriter stuff. Maybe that would shock.
He's one person that I know, like, he said this the other day, and it does make total sense. He listens to sad music to be put in a good mood.
100%.
Okay.
It's
If
a
I'm-
very
I
interesting
get-
thing.
if
Very
I'm
John
sad,
Mayer.
I get that. I do
Like
the
he
same.
listens to John Mayer and he's in the best mood.
Yeah. If I'm sad and I listen to sad guy, I'm like, at least I'm not sad as this guy.
Do you have a Tortured Poets Department favorite?
A tortured poet. Yeah, I love my life.
Okay, Love of My Life. There we go.
That's the LOML. That's one. And honestly, I like the title track. I love that song. That's the thing. I did like one of the sleeper things that I did online. I've kind of stopped being so hot button online because I don't want to I don't want my opinion to make people think less of our band.
Yeah.
So
I
I've
gotcha.
stopped being as opinionated online. I
hear
I
you.
pulled it back a lot. But I did a review of.
You don't want to get in a witty war with him.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
Right.
No one's gonna win. But I did a review of that record online, and people were
Incredible.
like, "This is my favorite thing that you've ever written." And I write like a lot of. I write a lot of big like blurbs and blogs and stuff. They're like, "This is my favorite thing you've ever written," because I was talking about, man, like, think about the output of music that Taylor Swift's put out. 5 albums in 4 years.
I think that's right.
There's no bad songs on any of them. There might be like 5 or 6 that you're kind of like meh, but there's no bad songs on 5 albums in 4 years. Dude, first off, that's impossible. Secondly, it was like but here's what I am missing on this record, and I don't want to offend anybody, but like
Electric guitars.
there's a couple, not many, but like I want a big chorus somewhere.
I hear you on that.
I want a 22.
I had that desire. As
I
well.
want to, I want
Bad
I want a
Blood.
22. I want a Bad Blood. I want anything off of 1989. But now people are cheering in the background. But listen, the songs are there, man. Like, I mean, the lyrics on, like, as a lyric writer, maybe the most prolific lyric writer of this generation at this point.
I'm
to
a little
write
blown
that
away
many great songs.
that we got into a Taylor Swift debate.
Dude,
from
I
the
will
Shinedown
talk about
interview,
Taylor Swift
but
all day long.
I love it.
Anyway, I didn't even answer your question. Probably like I just downloaded Starship, Nothing Can Stop Us Now.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think that's such a great song. Maybe
Yeah,
that would
man.
surprise fans.
Okay.
What about you? What about your playlist?
Surprise.
Like, what would they be like? Oh, I didn't think he would listen to that.
I've been jamming the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack
Oh,
yeah.
that's a little
recently.
throwback. Okay.
Bangers. All
Yeah.
bangers.
But every single thing on it
Little
is
disco.
just like, okay, I get it.
I know why this
Yeah.
worked in the 70s.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I love it. Any out of genre artists that you've considered maybe doing something with? I think Jelly Roll and you guys would do something really cool together.
Yeah, that's being discussed.
Okay.
We've known the Jelly Roll for a very long time.
I love the Jelly Roll.
He is the most deserving person who has the position he is in over anyone I've ever met in my life. I mean, truly, like a person who does it, takes it seriously, takes the art of what we do seriously behind the scenes, the meeting of you guys, the meeting of radio, the meeting of the people that you need to meet to move the needle.
Yeah,
And also, man, just the most genuine human.
he truly cares.
He truly cares, and I don't think the guy has a bad day, and if he does, he tells you that he's having a bad day.
Yeah.
You know, and like that's so rare in this business. Like, there's not a false bone in that guy's body, man. He is who he is, and it came to him. It wasn't like I am who I am, accept me or don't. It was like I'm here, and this is already who I am. So you got to live with it, you know. And like,
And we toured with him in 2022, and brought him out in the fall of that year, and man, it was the most fun we have had on tour, probably since what we did last year with Papa Roach and Spirit Box. But again, man, people talk about like this rocket ship, but what they don't know about him probably is that this is a guy that's been training for this for his whole existence, and the reason why it's so natural for him to be in those spotlight moments and for him to just annihilate everything he does with such charisma and good-heartedness and just love and just true authenticity is because what you see is what you get, man. That's who he is, man. He's very real. Like you said, the success that's happening for him, which we know is going to continue, could not happen to a better or more deserving person.
All right. Well, we got a little insight in what may be happening behind the scenes with Shinedown
see.
and Jelly Roll. All right, let's do Fast Five. So it's just
I like this. This is
quick
my favorite.
questions.
I love these.
Just land with something that comes to your mind first. You guys tour the world, so favorite food not in the U.S.
Oh, ramen.
Ramen.
Yeah, like
I
ramen
didn't
anywhere
expect
in
that
like
either.
Japan. Yeah.
Okay, other than the U.S., the ramen is crucial. Okay.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean, like outside
Just
of
a
a
food
like of a
that, like, I
hamburger?
got in-
like
I
a
got in
pork
Germany.
knuckle in Germany, or
Like I love
Oh.
German food.
What would it be for me? I don't even know.
I don't know what you're.
Yeah, I'm weird.
Yeah.
I'm
I
a
don't know.
garbage can.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
I am. I'm a bit
Do
of
you
a
have like any
garbage can.
snacks in Europe that you like backstage? Because it's all different snacks.
No, because all the candy tastes like medicine.
The chocolate doesn't. The chocolate's delicious.
Yeah, the
Skittles
chocolate's
take like
good elsewhere.
Skittles taste like they have Dimetap in them or something.
Yeah, something funky's going on there.
They're probably real. That's probably what it is. It's probably delicious food that isn't hurting us,
Right.
And that's why they taste weird.
I
This tastes
will-
weird.
Yeah, I will tell you this though: the fried shrimp at McDonald's in Sweden,
Shrimp at
off-
McDonald's.
off-
Okay.
Oh, dude,
off the hook.
steaks. You get it. McDonald's
the hook.
elsewhere is great.
McDonald's does it up.
Yeah.
All right. So something you nerd out about that's not music.
Oh, fishing.
Fishing.
Yeah, 100%.
Awesome.
That's not music.
Yeah.
That I nerd out about.
Video games.
Grizzlies basketball too. For me.
Basketball.
Yeah, Grizzlies basketball.
Okay.
I'm a big
I'm
nerd
totally
about
nerdy. Yeah, sure.
There you go.
that. I was saying for me.
Yeah.
You guys
I'll
are
I'll piggyback.
Oh, you know what? No. He loves like funny animal videos on Instagram.
Oh, those are always
like
That's
that's like his favorite thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true. I do like that.
funny and okay.
Yeah.
I'll answer for him.
Yeah,
So
please do.
You're
God bless.
tattooed up. Do you got tattoos?
Oh yeah.
All right,
Tons.
what's favorite one?
Mine
Or
is
most
on
important
top
one.
of my hand. Your pain is a gift, which is just wording, but it just reminds me like what doesn't kill you will make you stronger. It's just my way of saying it.
Awesome.
I've got like you talk about music. I have lyrics for all three of my kids on my that are tattooed on me, and then their initials are actually in the lyric somehow.
Oh, that's
It
cool.
worked out perfect.
Yeah, I've
so.
got my grandma's initials in this, and that's Amazing Grace.
Oh, nice. That's
That was
really
her favorite
cool.
Song. And then my other grandma was a piano. She would go to piano bars and sing.
Oh,
I
that's
got a
cool.
Piano with her name in.
Oh,
put
that's
the
awesome.
manufacturer.
That's rad.
Yeah,
So
I did the lyric thing just because it was like I could just.
those are probably my most
Hide 'em, yeah.
important.
That's
Oh,
a
for
good
sure,
piece
yeah. It's a
in
great
the
piece,
inner
yeah.
arm, man.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
piano looks good.
Thank
that
you,
part of your body sucks too.
yeah, it hurts. All right, thing you miss that we used to have back in the day, from the past.
Record stores.
Yeah,
There's some left.
Love going into it.
They're
I
starting to come
miss-
back a little bit, but
Yeah.
I miss those.
Man, I miss on a Tuesday going into a record store when a record was coming out because records were released on Tuesdays and Fridays back in the day, kids. Tuesdays and
Yes.
Fridays. You couldn't just download this music out of the air and the internet at midnight on a Wednesday.
We
You had
didn't
to
just
wait.
have giant cups of coffee from Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
Just like around.
Yeah.
Right.
You listen to me, children. You had to go to a store and
We
buy it.
sound like curmudgeons.
Yeah. By the way, I'm 80 years old. I don't know if you know that.
I love it. Last one. The animal that describes you the best.
I know what he's gonna say. It's probably the same for me just because my memory.
I would no. If I'm being honest, man.
Describe me. I'll do you. You do.
Here's
me.
the
gotta
thing.
do that.
Here's what I would say. I know what like. I think that even though I have a thing about elephants,
He loves
Okay.
elephants.
because they're monogamous, they stay with their family, they mourn their dead,
Yeah.
they are so nurturing to their young, very family oriented, but also they're stoic
Yeah.
and like very
Legendary.
like powerful, but also very aware. So I think a lot of times maybe that question I think of myself a little bit more like a lion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
I'm a
says
bit
lion, but I
more like in the animal, like who am I in the animal kingdom? I'm more like a
Yeah.
lion.
I think
You're
elephants-
more like an elephant.
Yeah.
Elephants kill more people than lions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
definitely
They're
an
a little more
elephant.
dangerous.
Yeah, because you're on the hunt.
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
time.
Yeah, yeah, I'm an elephant for sure.
Yeah,
All right, I love
elephant, lion.
That was not a quick rapid fire, but
That was not quick at all. Yeah,
Thank
we
you
brought
guys.
Shinedown in 2/4, and it was not quick.
rapid fire. 30 minutes later.
God bless you both, man. Keep
You
rocking
rule,
out,
man.
dude.
Thanks for having us.
I have
Appreciate it, man.
not got a chance to see you guys live, but that is going to happen
Sooner than later.
It'll happen.
Sooner than later. So I can't wait for that experience, man. Thank you guys so much.
Much
Thank you very
respect.
much.
Now, do you need any while we got these mics with us anyway? Do you need line?